Good evening, live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. Here we present to you 7 o'clock news bulletin. First, the headlines. The Civil Service Council discusses functional conditions for some employees categories in line with their job portfolio. New medical units and departments are inaugurated in Rustak Referral Hospital for providing specialized treatment services. And the Sultanate deposits more than 300 local plant species in the database of the International Council for Plant Varieties. Those were the headlines, and now let's move to the news in detail. Regulate employment situations for a number of employees categories for which to meet the specializations of the work bodies and their job duties and responsibilities according to organized legal provisions listed in the law of civil service and its executive regulations topped discussions of Civil Service Council in its 4th meeting this year. The Council reviewed reports specialized in follow-up procedures to implement decisions and recommendations of the Council issued in the 3rd meeting of the year. The Council also discussed a number of topics related to recruitment, applications and contracting for a number of technical jobs, in addition to applications from some governmental units for their employees on deputation, and combining the basic salary of the job and the salary gained from the loaned body. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal bin Saud Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court, Chairman of the Civil Service Council, with the presence of their Excellencies the members of the Council. Within its plan to provide specialized treatment services in various health institutions in the Governorate of South Al-Batin, the Minister of Health launched the new expansion of Rustak Hospital. The expansions included establishing new units for dialysis with 17 beds and a number of other medical units and departments. During the ceremony, a number of ambulances vehicles were launched. The vehicles, sponsored by one of the Governorate's businessmen, will enhance to provide quick medical services for the patients. With the participation of 150 specialized cardiac doctors, technicians and nurses from various health institutions in the Sultanate, the Royal Hospital organized the 4th Cardiac Catheterization Scientific Day. It aimed to provide the participants with the latest medical developments in cardiac catheterization field and to get familiarized with the latest developments and treatment techniques used in cardiac catheterization. It also included a number of activities such as distributing educational booklets on cardiac catheterization, as well as a clarification exhibition for the followed medical procedures before and during the catheter. The latest medical materials which are used in cardiac catheterization field were also exposed. As first official deposit for traditional plants varieties, the Sultanate succeeded in depositing the 374 local plants varieties, including date palm trees, citrus and mango, in database of the International Council for Plants Varieties and World Intellectual Property Organization. This came in the 3rd meeting of the year of the Committee of the Recording and Approving New Plant Species in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth. The committee discussed a number of requests related to recording new plant, including requests provided to record 4 new wheat species. The committee completed preparing for a guideline for wheat varieties and approved it as a technical reference for recording different kinds of wheat plants. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. Matrah Road safety event sheds light on using children car seats and wearing seat belts. Welcome back to the news from the Southern of Oman television. Palestinians were making last-minute preparations in the West Bank city of Bethlehem ahead of Christmas celebrations. But this year, alongside the traditional Christmas tree in Mangar Square, there are posters denouncing the decision by the U.S. President Donald Trump to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Palestinian Tourism Minister Rola Maya pledged that the move by Trump would not stop people in Bethlehem from enjoying Christmas. She said, here in Bethlehem, all Palestinians have a message to the whole world that Jerusalem is the capital of Palestine. Jerusalem is a Palestinian city that is occupied by Israel. Palestinians have been clashing with Israeli troops since Trump's Jerusalem announced on December 6th. 10 Palestinians have been killed and dozens more wounded so far in the fallout. Video posted on social media showed the flames and smoke at a popular shopping mall in Philippines' Davao City yesterday, where 37 people have died. It showed the fire burning the upper floors of NCCC Mall, creating black plumes of smoke that could be seen from miles away. The fire broke out at a furniture store and quickly engulfed an outsourcing business on the upper floor. An investigation was being launched. Philippines President Duterte and his daughter Sara Duterte, who is a mayor of the city, visited the scene to meet anxious relatives of the missing and survivors. 6 people were rescued and taken to hospital. Firefighters battled the blaze for the second day today at the 4-story mall, where officials said some 24 employees were feared to have been trapped. Rodrigo Duterte has served as the Davao mayor for many years before being elected to the presidency last year. Meanwhile, one of the deadliest storms to hit the Philippines this year blew out of the country's south today after leaving more than 120 people dead and 160 missing in landslides and flash floods. Tropical storm Timling strengthened into a typhoon before moving into the South China Sea. Most of the dead and missing were reported in the hard-hit provinces of Lanao del Norte and Lanao del Sur, and on the Zamboanga Peninsula. Intense rainfall in the mountains most likely caused landslides that blocked rainwater. When the naturally formed dams broke from the pressure, torrents of rainwater smashed into the villages below, washing away several riverside houses. Back to some local news. Royal Oman Police celebrated today to open Police Command Headquarters building in the Governorate of North Sharqiya and graduated a number of new batch of recruits. Opening the building and the Wilaya of Ibra is considered as one of the modern security projects in the Governorate to enhance the police availability and to facilitate police services for the Governorate citizens. His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Mohammed Salmi, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs, presided over the ceremony. 31st of December is the deadline for the submission date for candidacy applications for participating in the second round of research and innovations in the water field. The award for this round came as implementation for one of the recommendations of the third seminar for Sultan Qaboos Scientific Chairs, which was organized by Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Science in October 2014 in Tokyo University in Japan under the title Managing Water Resources for Sustainable Development. The award came to enhance the role of scientific research and innovation in finding solutions for water issues and uplift awareness in the field of water resources administration in the Sultanate at various segments of the society. The Statistical Center of Gulf Cooperation Council countries held a ceremony to mark the GCC Statistics Day, which falls on the 24th of December every year. The ceremony came to emphasize on the attention being paid by their majesties and highnesses, the leaders of the Gulf countries, to statistical sector and the importance of statistical information and its necessity in drawing state general policies and supporting decisions-making process which contributes in the development of societies. The GCC Statistical Center stated that it is moving forward to statistical linkage among Gulf countries, which contributes in drawing up and following up with the economic and social policies of Gulf countries. These include statistics on monetary, finance and tourism. The British Daily Telegraph newspaper affirmed that the Sultanate has unique touristic potentials which makes it a stunning destination for tourists, describing the Sultanate as a modern country, and at the same time it preserves its deep-rooted heritage and traditions. The newspaper mentioned in its report that there are three main elements which encourage tourists to visit the Sultanate, namely the extended beaches in unique architecture and modern hotels. It is as well added that the Sultanate has sand dunes which stretch for hundreds of kilometers along with wadis and straits. The Daily Telegraph also dwelt on Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque and ancient souks in the Sultanate, as well as the city of Nizwa with its old souks that have silverware products, species and handicrafts. At the end of its report, the newspaper stated that the Sultanate is open to the outside world while preserving its civilization, heritage and traditions. Tell a Friend campaign in collaboration with Oman Road Safety Association organized a road safety event in the Wilaya of Matrah. The event was presided over by His Excellency Engineer Mohammed bin Abu Bakr Al-Ghassani, Deputy Chairman of the Shura Council. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi was there and has this report.
The Sultanate is putting great efforts in making its roads safer. Matrah Road Safety Event came to further promote responsible and safe behavior on the roads and educate people about the importance of safe driving and children car seats in particular.
Awareness for the road safety is a must-do, is a priority. What we are doing here in this event, we focus on using children car seat for the public because in Oman this one is not tackled well, and what we hope that this one to be a law and to be a must. There is more than 50 countries in the world they have this as a law. We do it as awareness because we think our children is our future. So that what we do, and is for us is so important, this message, and for our society to pay attention for the children car seat.
The event included different activities such as car licenses, car seats and coloring corner for kids, and awareness sessions shedding light on the significance of using child car seats and wearing seat belts.
At this corner, we just are reminding people about seatbelt. Alhamdulillah, today so many people that came and they agree and they say very thankful for us, and because of that today we are here.
The attendees were also engaged in hands-on experiences called Seat Belt Convincer and Rollover Simulator. In the Seat Belt Convincer, the participants were strapped into a car seat on a ramp that crashed into a barricade, simulating the force in a low-speed crash. In the Rollover Simulator, the participants got into a car designated for this purpose, which rotated on an axis, allowing them to experience the importance of wearing seat belts.
Road safety is everyone's responsibility, yet this event provided the audience with practical sessions in order to spread the awareness among different segments of the community. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
We indeed reassure children our future seatbelt is very important for everyone. And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the Governorate of Sharqiya and Al-Wusta and coastal areas of Sea of Oman. Winds will be southerly to southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. More details on your screen. This is the Sultanate of Oman television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Civil Service Council discusses functional conditions for the some employees categories in line with their job portfolio. New medical units and departments are inaugurated in Rustak Referral Hospital for providing specialized treatment services. Sultanate deposit more than 300 local plant species in the database of the International Council for Plant Varieties. With that, we do conclude this news bulletin. The entire news team here in the Sultanate of Oman television do wish you a pleasant evening. Good night.